What does prepping a child for the penitentiary mean? You guys hear me say that a lot. What does it mean? And I think most of you pretty much have an idea of what it means. We're going to break it down a little bit better here. This comes from a teacher. This is on my Facebook page. It's a public post. She shared it publicly, but I'm not so sure she wanted it on YouTube. So I'm going to respect her identity. If you want to see this post, you can go to my Instagram or you can go to my Facebook, Instagram at Heavy KC. But in any event, let me get right to it. This is a teacher. She's a kindergarten teacher, right? We're going to take it from the top, guys. You get to hear Heavy read today in my melodious voice. All right, so we're going to take it from the top here. It broke my heart these past 4 days to see how many kindergartners showed up to school with no previous exposure to almost anything. It was so overwhelming for them to understand the concept of staying in line, wiping themselves, buttoning their own pants, opening a milk container, or holding a pencil correctly. I had one who didn't understand how to unzip his lunchbox so he could eat. Some can't tell you their name or don't know their actual given name that is on the roster. The only thing they know is their stink. Mama's little nickname for them. They don't know their own name, probably don't even know how to spell it, but yeah, I digress. Let's keep going. So many had never held a pencil at all, couldn't sing the alphabet song, let alone recognize any letters or numbers, couldn't count to 10 or recognize shapes and colors. Sometimes when I post these things, someone asks, isn't that what school is for? Why should parents have to do your job for you? And you know somebody done said that to this woman. Those are phrases of entitlement. Phrases of entitlement spoken by a person who doesn't understand that their child being educated and being prepared benefits the child. It's all about somebody else doing their job and all about me doing as least amount of work as possible, right? Yes, school is for learning, but when they come in so far behind right off the bat, it is so defeating and frustrating for these babies, even at the age of 5. They recognize what they don't know. They recognize when they don't know things that other kids know. If a child knows who Pennywise the Clown is, it can recite every word, including the explicit ones to the latest Cardi B song, but can't recite the alphabet, count to 10, or open a ketchup packet, we got problems. Even if you choose not to send your child to preschool, a lot of the things that could be learned just by putting them in front of PBS or a learning app rather than letting them watch Japanese anime all day and playing mindless video games with no educational value for 4 years. All right, so I kind of have a problem with that right there, right? But this teacher is saying, I understand. I get that you're not raising the kids. I get that you're prepping them for the penitentiary. I get that you're lazy and don't see that educating them is a valuable thing to do. I understand that. Just since you're going to let media and content and the internet raise them, just please put them in front of something better that's going to babysit them. That's what she said right there, right? If you know a child who will be starting school next year or has just started this week, please take the time to interact with them and help them to prepare. It overwhelms their little minds so much in knowing nothing. Knowing nothing but rap songs and bad behavior, rap songs and outbursts of violence when things don't go my way. Curse words and rap songs is all the children are learning. Please help them. Please raise your kids. Please raise your kids so they don't rob me in 10 years, man. We can't get away from this. We can't get past this. We can't keep denying this. We can't keep lying about this, okay? Because the problem isn't that this exists. The problem is that we want to lie about it and act like it ain't a problem. Teen takeovers exist because of this. Random acts of violence exist because of this. 15 and 16-year-olds and 14-year-olds riding around with switches and carjacking people and getting murdered and murdering people exist because of this. You're prepping them early. Why would they succeed growing up like this? But black intelligentsia and black media apparatuses, boy, man, they like to lie. They like to lie and pretend that these things exist because you're underserved. These things exist because of lack of investment. These things exist not because you have personal agency, not because you can fix it, not because you could decide tomorrow, like, hey, hold on, man, I'm gonna decide to do something different. No. You have to be like this. You see, we're up here. We're up here. You got to be down there. You got to believe that ain't no opportunity for you. You got to believe that you can't make it. You have to believe that. What? You can't make it, but I can? That's the hustle that's being given. That's the hustle that's being sold. You got multi-millionaire black folks telling the poor black folks, you can't make it. Don't worry about it. You can't make it, okay? You can't be nothing. You can't succeed. You can't do nothing unless it's white dollars. You can't do nothing on your own, okay? I'll go ahead and make the money, and I'll go ahead and get on the platforms and give you your infinite excuse of why you can't do no better. Let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you guys think, but you can't run from it. You can't lie. You can't hide. Okay. We have to stop pretending that the reason that businesses are shutting down from black communities is because lack of investment. You goddamn right. Who wants to invest in a place when people are stealing? Who wants to invest in a grocery store if they can't stock the shelves? Who wants to invest in a grocery store when you're loitering outside and breaking into cars and robbing people in their shootouts in the frozen food section? No! Nobody wants to invest in that area. Okay, this is why your In-N-Out burgers are closing. This is why your Walmarts are moving. This is why your CVS, your Walgreens are shutting down. Okay, and then you whine about food deserts. Yeah, of course there are food deserts. Why wouldn't there be? We got to start approaching this and tell the truth. Okay? Because nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to help me. In those communities that are dangerous, in those communities that are deadly, the decent folk with common sense are moving away. They're moving. They're moving away. They're taking the risk to not live next to you and leaving you amongst yourselves to figure it out. Continue to tell that long, drawn out story about, oh, Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street has nothing to do with why your kid don't know how to open a ketchup packet. Sorry. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your kids. It's not going to help the future. It is a mentality that must die out. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, you can say whatever you want to say. The only rules are talk like you got some sense to be nice. All praise to the arm of the algorithm. Like, share, subscribe. Yes, we're on our way to 1 million, baby. Let's get it.